comedian, a DJ, and a content creator. Today's guest is all three, plus a Wookie, plus a brother. We got JValentino joining us today.
Let's go. It was super nostalgic. That was something that Concrete wrote, and it did very well. It woke up a sleeping giant, man. It was, nah, fool, fuck. My mom parked the car in the front yard, too. Yeah.
What does that feel like, bro? Like to kind of be put in a box.
It's even harder to live in the moment when you have, this is the live in the moment.
Talking about love and relationships, bro. What about friendships? Have you lost friends because of all this?
I think 80% of life is how you react to it. So
Yeah.
I've had that around me.
The ego is like, that's something that I'm more conscious of.
Yeah.
My ego. So
No.
that would have been a dope ass story,
Well,
though.
that would have been a great story, but that's not.
that's what I assumed. I mean, you worked at a strip club with
That's-
cash out.
Look.
Yeah, like that. Like that.
Can we get a tie on that?
Yeah.
No. Ahora sí que no. Está bien,
From the Midwest, dog. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sisko and Mike Podcast. Mike, we've had a comedian, a DJ, and a content creator before, but today's guest is all three, plus a Wookie, plus a brother. We got Valentino joining us
what's
today.
up? Welcome.
Cisco and Mike Podcast. Thanks for having me, guys.
Hey, no, thanks for
appreciate you,
coming, bro. Thanks for
For
coming. I
sure.
know we had to reschedule a couple of times. The weather wasn't cooperating.
Yeah.
Mike wasn't cooperating. I wasn't
I
cooperating.
know.
But
He wanted to look his wardrobe to look perfect. Mike's always been this way. This is the thing about Mike.
it is
Yeah.
true. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of true.
No, it's not. I'm wearing whatever is full, but all right, whatever.
Big, whatever he comes in, hey, fool, we're wearing the opposite, fool. Did you notice?
Why aren't we matching today?
I know. I was tripping out. I was like, Dick, come on. You're wearing gray fucking sweater. I'm wearing gray pants, black sweater.
Oh,
Black
yeah, you guys are kind of backwards. I love
yin
it.
and yang.
You guys are
What?
cute, man.
Yin yang, fool.
Oh, okay. The fuck? I don't know, sounded a little weird. But hey, thanks for coming, bro. Because
Thanks for having me, man.
you've had a crazy ass schedule. You work pretty much every day of the week, pretty much, right?
Yes, actually, it bit me in the ass last week, man. I got a virus. There's a virus going out there, man. It took me out for 7 days,
Holy
dude.
shit.
But the week before that, I was promoting my ass off for my show that I sold out. Thank God. Thanks to everybody that showed up at the Covina Laugh Factory. This was February 22nd. It was a Thursday. We sold it out, man. I
Yeah.
sold out my
Nice.
first show. Thank you, man. It was great. I was able to celebrate with my boy Concrete. He was there. He was a mystery guest.
Yeah.
And but I was drained. I was even drained that night, but I was able to deliver. Thank God. But yeah, that all caught up to me. The stress, being sleep deprived, and all that. Sunday came and boom, took me out. But yeah, I guess sometimes we need a reset, man.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
How does that feel, bro? Because, like, people like me, like, I have my day job. And that's just draining, but then this is fun for me.
Of course.
So, you're doing everything, pretty much a little bit of everything. How does that feel like to do it? And then emotionally, like the sold out show, I bet that's what's draining because you're just dealing with all these emotions, Like,
Right. I think just take care of the task at hand because at the end of the day we can only do one thing at a time. And I am a DJ. I am a dad first, DJ, comedian, actor, and it's hard to find a happy medium for everything. But now I'm starting to get the rhythm of it more. Like, okay, the DJing thing is looking a little dry. Boom, I'm feeling like I can do I could do this mix. The comedy thing, I need something with my mom for this week. The comedy thing, I haven't done this skit for a while. I'm gonna do this. So I'm starting to find a cool little happy balance now. Thank God.
Gotcha.
I think that's the hardest part, dog.
Yeah, balance. Oh, it is 100%. And then when I'm with my son, I shut down production and I'm just with him.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Do you plan your stuff out though ahead of time? Like like you said, you analyze everything that you like. Oh, I haven't done this, and do you have like a set plan, or you just go with?
No,
the
I
flow?
for sure plan it out.
Gotcha.
And anywhere I can, literally on a drive, like I'll do a sketch holding my phone up. I walk in, mom says this, I'm sitting down right here, camera angle on me, this and that, pans to this, then I go to this and that, blah, 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 boom. And then I show my mom this and we go over it. And
So it's like a whole production, pretty
it's a whole
much.
production, yeah.
The screenwriting
So
and everything.
all the funnies for my mom, I wrote.
Yeah, she's taking all the.
She carries her weight. She carries her weight.
She's reaping all the rewards, huh?
She is, man. She's making a little money sometimes when I get brand deals and I get her involved.
Hey, what's that like though, bro? Working with your mom, because I mean, it is a little bit hard.
It's a gift and a curse. Mind you, my mom's 68 years old. She looks great for her age. She's 68 years old, so her memory is not 100% there anymore. So sometimes we gotta go over it a few times. Like I've counted like 35 takes before, 40 takes. But when you see that it hits over 2 million, 20 million, okay, cool. It was worth it.
How did you get her to agree, bro, to like work with you and do stuff like that?
So I did a podcast before podcasting was a thing from 2010 to 2015. It was a show called JuicyBOC.com. It was each and every Wednesday night. It revolved around comedy and music. Had everybody on. It was great. I had Metal World Peace, Felipe Esparza, just to name a few. A lot of people, artists and comedians every week. After that had its run, it was Ustream. Remember Ustream?
Damn, no, I don't remember that.
No, okay, you're young. After that had its run, I was like, oh, the baby's mom was also knocked up. I literally concluded it 1 week because it wasn't doing much for me as far as my platform. It wasn't growing my platform. And I started doing sketch comedy the next week. And I told my mom, I'm going to start doing videos the next week. As much energy as I applied to my podcast, I'm going to do it on videos. So we're going to go hard. She's like, okay, mijo, I'm down. The first video was when your mom makes homemade tortillas. And I used a look at the flick of the wrist song.
Yeah.
And it was super simple. Hey, mom, cool. What you doing? Can I try? She was making tortillas. And I got it. It was corny. If you look back at it, it was corny. And I went like, she's like, give it to me. And I gave it to her and she slapped me. And she's like, this is how you do it. And then I played the song. Look at the flick of the wrist. Look at it. And she threw it up in front of her, caught it behind her. Simple. It was 15 seconds. When Instagram only gave you 15 seconds, that thing did like 40,000 views, 120 comments. I was like, this is it. So I never stopped since then.
You know, it's funny you brought something up because you're talking about like the beginning of Instagram and Ustream and all these things. A lot of people may not know because you know, like it feels like in the last year or two, especially as a stand-up, you've been blowing up, you know? You're everywhere now. But you're one of the original people that was doing sketch comedy on social media.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a while, you know, like, has it changed for you? Do you feel you need to approach it differently?
100%. Very good question. 100%. So looking back at my old stuff, it's cringy. But you wanna look back at your old podcast, your first podcast.
Oh, yeah, we
This
do,
is
bro.
cringy as
episode
fuck.
and be like, oh, that was cringy.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing. That means you're growing. That means we're growing.
Yeah.
So yes, it's changed. People like the more natural stuff now. People like the POV. People like the single shots. People don't like overproduced stuff anymore. I used to invest. I mean, I still have them, but I used to do drone videos in my stuff, drone shots, freaking lowriders and all this stuff, and invest 9 hours, 3 hours of editing for a 1 minute video. And sometimes it would, I mean, most of the time it would do great back then, thank God, but sometimes it wouldn't. And I would invest all that time on stuff. I was like, damn. And I would get upset back then because people back then did have that simple niche, you know?
Yeah.
And they would blow up. I'm like, damn, dude, I need a simple niche. And now it's all that now. Now it's the simple stuff that goes viral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know Mike's a big fan of some of your old stuff because he's always talking about it every time, you know, especially some of the Rebel days. Like,
Well, yeah, because like I said, you know, we were talking about
Your
it before the
era?
podcast. We grew up in that time. You know, in the
Yeah.
90s was the rebel time. You had the foods with. I was telling them I'm gonna do the fucking topete food with the. I'm gonna go to the show when you came. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to put that on, but I've never had that. I don't know what that's like to have
Right.
a fucking the little fucking bangs
Yeah.
because I had curly hair,
Right.
so I had a fucking fro. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
the
saying?
Bad Bunny hair like
yeah,
this guy.
yeah, I had that. I hated my hair, bro. I hated my hair. I always wanted to get the shit, and when I tried it once,
Yeah.
that shit was curvy. So I know that whole shit. It's just funny the videos that you do. So
Thank you, man. It was super nostalgic. That was something that Concrete wrote, and it did very well. It woke up a sleeping giant, man. Ever since then, other people started getting on that topic and started making house videos and started like, you know, it became a thing after that.
you
It's
linked
crazy.
up with what's his name again? We had him on the show,
Antonio?
Antonio Pelayo. Huh?
Yeah, house
he
issues.
does a lot of the
Yeah.
house events, right?
Yes, he's the one
Yeah.
that we did his first house issues.
Okay, yeah. I think that's the first time I saw the video that you and Concrete did, where you were like,
Yeah.
Well, I think it's actually coming up too, right? Next month or May
I
or
think,
June?
yeah, no, I think
Yeah.
March, no?
I have no idea, but I remember it's one of these months coming up. So,
Yeah.
but
Shout
yeah,
out to Antonio.
yeah,
Shout out to Antonio Pelayo.
that whole thing, bro. I think even for us, like right now, like even for me, sometimes like coming up with ideas, because it feels like even for a podcast, it's getting difficult. Like you're seeing just like the clips of the face and a conversation. You know, I don't know if you've seen like the whole new thing where they're adding like pictures and backgrounds popping
Right.
up and all kinds of things just to keep up with it. I feel like we're starting to get a niche, and then it's like, oh shit, now we have to reset all over again,
Right.
and it's a constant struggle.
I was gonna ask you that. I think it's the fact that there's so much, like a large influx of people trying to do it.
Right.
So how do you keep, like, do you run into people that emulate what you do,
Diversify. yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
and you
For
feel like,
me-
what the fuck?
For me, it's exciting. It's exciting. Like for me, it's gonna be exciting to release my first comedy special in 2027 because I'm gonna have to write another hour, and that's something to look forward to. You know, I've heard a lot of comedians say damn, it's gonna suck when I do my first hour. Then I have to write another hour. They dread it. Nah, fool. What are you talking about? This is what we do. That's the challenge. That's the beauty of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The trial and error. But I like the trial and error. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. It sucks. It's not for everybody. There's some times where I'm like, this joke's gonna hit. I do it on stage. Yeah, whatever, mediocre. You know.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, yeah, and it's exciting for me, man. It's exciting. It's something to look forward to. Cool. Okay, cool. People are switching it up. Fuck it. Sisko and Mike is gonna do that shit. We gotta do that shit too. Let's do it. Let's run it. It's exciting. It's new. It stays fresh. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's why I'm single.
Hey, where does that motivation come from, bro? Because like you said, a lot of comedians say like, "Damn, I got to come up with another hour," and it feels like sometimes you go see the comedian and like even a couple years after, and it's the same jokes.
Well, yeah, and it's because writing comedy is hard, man. And I want to give a shout out to like my boy Jerry Garcia. Jerry Garcia, I bring him up, and he stands out to me, especially because he writes. My boy writes, dude. Like he doesn't. His jokes from like 5 years ago are dead to him, and then you hear comics from saying jokes that are 20 years old. So but that, and then you look at Jerry, and you're like, okay, that's why he's selling out shows. That's why he's still relevant,
Yeah.
and that's why he's able to open up for stadiums like for Fluffy because he also talks about family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's broad and he relates to everybody, and he could also keep it pretty clean too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he told us actually that sometimes he just sits, writes, tells it to his boys.
Mhm.
They say, "Nah, Dad," or they say, "Yeah," and then he just goes from there and starts mixing and matching. And that's something that we've talked about too because we've thought about doing a little bit of stand up, and Richard V actually offered us 5-minute sets.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like I'm an overthinker and shit. So
We
I
all
have
are.
to, I have to be prepared, bro. I feel like I have to be prepared. I can't be those people. But it's just hard. Like sometimes I try to do it. Like think about even 2 minutes and shit. It's fucking hard to come up with a whole thing.
Right.
To be honest with you, I don't think it's hard in the sense that we could all talk about something that's funny. The thing that's hard for me, it's not coming up with shit. It's thinking, has this been used?
True.
Because it's just,
Well, sorry to cut you off.
no, you're good.
So, Mike, if you talk about your life, it's original because only Mike has lived that.
True.
So, talk about Mike in your life. Not that can't be duplicated. Maybe people have gone through similar stuff. But
Gotcha. No, because I think, I guess the thing is, at what point do people start saying, oh, that fool copied me? You know
no,
what I'm
it
saying?
happens. It happens. Nah, fool. Fuck. My mom parked the car in the front yard too. So, yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as Latinos, we're going to run into the same stuff, a lot of the same stuff too, because we're Latinos.
Yeah.
Yes, we grew up on beans, rice, and carne asada.
Mm.
And that wasn't healthy. And then we talk about it. And this fool talked about that shit already too. Okay. But I grew up like that too, fool. You know?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the way it affected me. This is my story. How did it affect you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we all have our own stories, similar backgrounds, different stories.
That's true.
We're all Latino. We go through the
Yeah,
shit.
that's a good way to put
So
it.
I'm half Guatemalan. I'm half Mexican and half Guatemalan and Cuban. My mom's Guatemalan and Cuban. When I was 12 years old, I didn't know that Mexicans didn't eat plátanos fritos and black beans. You know what I mean? My friend went over to my house. They're all like, "Fool, what the fuck is that? What are you eating?" I'm like, "Plátanos fritos and black beans." And I had sour cream in it and everything. I was like, "Wow, you don't eat this shit, fool? You're dumb." Like, no, fool, that's like Guatemalan Cuban shit, fool. We're
Yeah.
Mexican. I was like, yeah, me too. Like, nah, fool, you're half Guatemalan, half Cuban. I didn't even understand race. I
Yeah.
was so like naive to. I didn't know.
Yeah, I think that's something that happens, bro. We live in a little bubble, in our
Yeah,
own little world and shit, and we don't think about everything else. Yeah.
right.
Because that is pretty funny. Because even us, like, we grew up 3 houses from each other, and we're both Mexican. We're both from Michoacan. Our parents were from
That's
Michoacan,
crazy.
and there's a lot of shit that's the same. But
There's a
then
lot of shit's different.
there's a lot of shit that's different. It's like, what the fuck did you just say? Or what the fuck are you eating? You know, shit like that. So it's pretty funny how that shit
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
But you're talking your comedy. You've been pushing that really hard now. And I remember one time we were talking. It was after the improv, I think. And I said, "Oh, hey, so you're doing stand up now?" You're like, "I'm back into it."
hmm
Like, what made you get back into it? And it looks like now you're really pushing it forward.
Right. So I'm a strong believer that iron sharpens iron. You should hang out with people that are going to elevate you. If your friends are not elevating you, then you're hanging out with the wrong people, man. I go back to concrete. I told them, yeah, I want to get back into stand up. Stand up is the only thing that I've ever quit that I never felt good about and that I've always missed. It never sat good in my heart. I did it from the ages of 23 to 25 and I quit. It's the only thing that I've ever quit. Why? Because I let something get to me.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah.
And ever since then, that's why I had my podcast to have comedy in my life still. That's why I started doing my skits at 33 years old to have comedy in my life still. Yet it wasn't stand up though. Stand up is the rawest form of comedy. Stand up is the rawest form. You'll see people's reactions right then and there if it's funny or not. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are scared of that. Once you overcome that, you're unstoppable. But I got back because Concrete got invited to do Los Tóxicos. It was originally Jerry Garcia, Jesus Sepulveda, Frankie Quillones, which is
Mhm.
a monster, and they invited Concrete to hop on. Of course, we all know Frankie's an established comedian. He sells out by himself everywhere he goes. He was just helping Los Tóxicos get off the ground and give them a push. After a couple of months, Frankie was like, "Hey guys, I helped you guys out, but I'm gonna have to step out from this group and keep doing my tours. No problem, Frankie. You guys do your thing. You do your thing." And yeah, there was a spot available. Concrete hit me up. He went to bat for me. Like, "Hey fool, this is your chance, fool. You wanted to get back in. You're gonna get back in, and if you get back in, we're gonna have some spots. So there, fool. When's the show? You got a month. Put a 7 minutes, 8 minutes together for you got a month." I was like, "Fuck. All right." So I did. The first show I went back on was a sold out Ontario improv show with Los Tóxicos. I was nervous as fuck. There's a bit where I did that. There's a bit that I did where it revolved using my hand as if I was reading a cell phone. And every time I'd pick up my hand to read the cell phone on my bit, my hand was going like this. And came the third time, I was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that shit anymore." But I delivered, and everybody enjoyed it, man, and it was great. And ever since then, I've been back, man. And there's nothing like that laughter. It's like a drug, man. Laughter is like a drug for real.
It's addicting, right?
It's very addicting.
Everybody
I
talks about
love
that.
it. It's very satisfying, and I genuinely love making people laugh. Hearty laughs. Can't breathe laughs.
And what's the evolution? What's the next step as far as your comedy? Because we've seen you a couple of times, and I recently saw you on the Emo Brown podcast.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah. Shout out to Emo Brown.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Emo Brown. And you were talking about how you're kind of getting comfortable
Yeah.
on stage now, and you're starting to evolve into like different form of a comedian.
Yeah. I'm finding my voice. So as rookie comics, and I guess I'm considered a rookie-ish. Not really, because I've always been on stage, even as a DJ. So, and I do comedy. So I can't call myself that. But coming back in fresh into comedy, 2 years in, yeah, I had my dick jokes and the sex jokes, and that's kind of easy. That's easy. That's easy. It's a topic that everybody could relate to. We're all adults. And I even told Martin Moreno, I even asked Martin Moreno advice on that. I was like, "Should I keep the dick jokes?" He's like, "Yeah, fool." You know how Martin is. "Yeah, fool, keep that shit, dog. I have dick jokes." I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't know, man." Like, "Nah, fool, keep that shit. Right now, you need to focus on getting comfortable on stage." I'm like, "You're right, Martin. Thank you, bro. Keep that shit. And before you know it, you're really going to find your voice. Watch." And I'm starting to find it now. Now I'm talking about my son. Now I'm talking about my mom, about being 40 and dating in my 40s. And I feel like I'm having more substance now. People are starting to get to know me now. Not just because not anybody, a lot of people just be funny on the surface.
Mhm.
But I want to know you, Julian. I want to know you. Cool, you're funny, you do voices and you do all this shit, you do act outs. But I want to know about you. And that's what I'm doing now, talking about me.
What does that feel like, bro? Like to kind of be put in a box as a person. You're saying, we want people to really get to know you. And the only way people have known you is through your skits, through your DJing, through some of your old stand up. Does that feel weird? Does that feel like kind of lonely? I don't know. How does that feel?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like being put in a box. Like, how, like you said right now, people don't really get to know you.
Right.
Like you're expressing yourself now because you're getting comfortable. You're starting to talk about your mom. You're talking about your son, and before they kind of just talked about you as this is what JValentino was.
Like a sketch comic
Like
comedian.
a sketch
Oh,
comic.
got it. Yeah, you're gonna have, I guess, the haters, especially in the comedy world. Which, honestly, bro, I'm so glad I'm ADD because I don't pay attention to any of that shit. I really don't. I show love to the people that show me love. But yeah, they were like, okay, well, you feel the energy. I'm not dumb. Been around for a minute. I see the crossed arm. Show me what you got energy.
Yeah.
I see it. I don't give a fuck, man. You started somewhere. We all started somewhere. I don't care, man. And I'm glad that I came back into this game at the age of 39. Because I have that now.
Is
I
there
have
anything
that.
that's off topic? Like, let's say you say you're opening up more in your comedy and you're finding your voice. Is there things that you would definitely like? I know I'm not ever gonna get there. I don't want to get there. Regarding your life.
Um, no, because I talk about my dad not being there. Like, comedy's honest. I talk about having a tattoo hairline on stage. I talked about this last week for the first time on stage. I don't give a fuck. And it takes a lot to get here, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I've gone through my shit, you know? I fucking cried, curled up on a corner of a room already for this, you know?
Yeah.
Just playing. But you know what I mean? Like, I've gone through my stuff, and it takes a lot for people to find that, you know?
Yeah.
The subtle art of not giving a fuck. Read that book. And I'm like to a point where I feel good about myself. I don't care anymore. I'm starting to care less. And that right there alone, it becomes a superpower, man. It does. It
Gotcha.
feels great. I wish that upon everybody.
I got to give you props, bro, because that's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard. And it's something I talked about on the podcast. Like, fuck, we're almost the same age, right? And not up to like 6 years ago, bro, is when I started getting comfortable with myself. Felt like I was living like this lie and shit for most of my life, or just being a zombie, being there, but not being there. I don't know if that makes
Not being
sense.
present. Not being present.
So not being present. And it's like, now that I'm starting to be like, I don't give a fuck. You know, like,
Yeah.
it is what it is, whatever, you know, like I'm happy with myself. I'm content, you know, and it's like, damn, it's pretty dope. And that's something I'm trying to help him with.
I think I found that when my son was born. At the age of 33, I think I started being more present. That was 8 years ago. I remember one time I was in Chicago DJing, and I was still adapting to being present because, you know, it happens. We're human.
Yeah.
We zone out sometimes. You know, we're not there sometimes. It was me and my boy Alex Streams, which is my mentor. He owns the Yost Theater in Santa Ana. Super cool, successful guy. Very down to earth. Very informative. He helps everybody out. We were at a after hours in Chicago. My buddy was DJing, and R. Kelly walks in. You know, yeah, it's weird, but you know, and you with young white girls, okay, that's beyond the point. We all know that. And R. Kelly, my boy starts spinning all kinds of R. Kelly jams, and R. Kelly grabs the mic and he starts rapping, and it's a
shit.
small 150-person room, and there's only like 80 people in there. So he was rapping all this, a free concert for like 70 people, mind you. Being weird and being artistically dope are two sides of the brain.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's weird, but he's fucking R. Kelly. He's bad, bro.
Yeah.
Bumping and grind is my shit, you know? And I was like, for a second, I wasn't all there, like, and into it. And my boy Alex bumps me on the shoulder. He's like, hey, stop zoning out. Enjoy the moment. And fucking, he's performing for us, bro. This is dope. I was like, you're right, Alex. You're right. And you're right. And I started fucking just really engaging and enjoying the moment. It was great. A fucking after hours in an underground cellar in Chicago. How Chicago? Look what I'm wearing. That's funny. I mean, I just got the chills right now. You know what I mean? It was Chicago, and R. Kelly's super shy town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All we needed was Twisted to pop up in Kanye and be like, "What's up?" Yeah, but it was dope, man. Living the moment. That's I wish that upon everybody too, man.
That's
For
dope, bro.
real.
I'm glad you found that.
That when he was saying that, I kept thinking because I go to sporting events, concerts, and shit, right?
Me too.
And what is the first thing we do now? Right?
Yeah,
Everybody
phone.
take out the phone.
Yeah.
Everybody's recording shit, and I have a tendency to do that too. But then there's times when I catch myself and I'm like, "What am I doing, dog? Am I living in the moment? Like these motherfuckers." Like I went to the Red Hot Chili Peppers concert,
Sick.
and I was at the Raiders Stadium, the ground floor. I was like maybe 6 rows from the stage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dog, Red Hot Chili Peppers are right there, fool. Put your fucking phone away, dog.
Yeah.
They're right there, dog. Get to see them with your own eyes instead of with the fucking screen. So you're right. A lot of the times we forget to live in the moment.
Right.
And especially with nowadays, it's even harder to live in the moment when you have, this is the live in the moment.
Or
This shit right here.
you're living in the moment for someone else.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
someone else is watching your stuff and you're trying to live through them.
Right.
You know
So
what
they're
I'm saying?
living
It's
through
for the
you,
flex.
and it's like,
For
yeah,
the
exactly.
flex.
For the flex.
So I find myself now, I try to put stuff away,
Right.
and I'm just like, man, I'm just gonna chill. This is a memory that I'm gonna have. If I say it or if I tell it, it's gonna be through my experience, not
Exactly.
oh, let me show you what. And
I mean, granted, yeah, it's nice to get a little footage, you know. Of course, you know, if I saw Ludacris flying over the football stadium, I'd probably be like, oh, shit, that's crazy. This one shouldn't be up there for a little bit and then, like, put it down and, yeah, enjoy the moment. But, no, I totally feel you. I
Yeah.
totally feel you. It's easier said than done sometimes because we're all human.
100%, bro.
We have 1,000 things going through our brain sometimes, even at amazing events.
Yeah. 100%. I still to this day sometimes I'm just chilling with my family and I find myself just zoned out and shit. I'm like, full snap out of it, dog. Like
Yeah.
get back into like enjoy this.
This fool watches
Right.
movies at home and he's recording them while he's watching movies. I'm like, dude, what the
Nah,
fuck you
bro.
doing, fool?
Nah, and it's weird. Like you said, I think when your son was born, for me it was more like when my dad passed away. It was like, bro, like life is short. It's
And
long, but it's
unpredictable.
short, and you never know. And it's like, damn, like there's so many things that I take for granted every day.
Right.
Every day, and you like you said, you're not living in it, you're not enjoying it because you're always thinking about tomorrow instead of living in the present.
Right.
So it's like fuck, like yeah. Sometimes we just gotta snap out of it.
Right. 100%, man. 100%. Yeah, bro. It even happens when I'm doing stand up sometimes because we get caught up so much on writing
Mm.
that we don't forget to live in the moment. And good thing I have like good friends like my boy Jose Velasquez. He has an Amazon special out right now. Shout out to my bro. Hey, live in the moment, man. Have fun. Have fun. We forget to have fun. Live in the moment, man. Have fun. Yeah, you're right. Sure enough, when you have fun, you live in the moment. These are the best shows. The best.
Yeah.
Whether you're the entertainer or the person watching the show.
Do you ever have those days, bro, when it's not fun? Because you've been doing this for a while and you do everything. So
I mean, yeah, stuff happens, Stuff happens, not everything's peachy, Today my mom wasn't getting her lines right at all. We had to go over it a lot of times and get a little frustrated here and there. I'm only human,
Yeah.
Like, oh mom, we're gonna do it like this, we're gonna do it like that. And I could be a little Dr. Dre-ish perfectionist, but yeah, but sometimes it happens, man. This is not easy. If it was easy, everyone
Everybody.
would be doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever improvise? Like, let's say you wrote something, right?
Oh, of
And,
course.
and you go off, not off topic, but you like switch it up. You're like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, this sounds better, or this works better. Yeah, 100%.
Does it work all the time, or?
Yeah, it usually works a little better actually. Yeah.
Cool.
Like I know in movies like I think Friday, a lot of the cast members had a lot of freedom to improvise and do their own shit. And a lot of movies are now actually a lot of these movie writers, script writers, they're not the best writers in dialogue per se. They get the storyline great, but the dialogue isn't there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why they hire dope people like Mike Epps and dope comedians to really improvise. Nah, that's not good dialogue. This is the way you're supposed to say it. Boom.
Yeah.
And they deliver it the best way.
What do you consider you the most? Like, you're a DJ, you're an entertainer, you're a sketch comedian, you're a stand-up comedian. Which one would you say is your strongest?
You know, I I breeze through DJing. DJing is butter to me. I feel good at it. And it took me a long time to say that.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to say that. But I love making people laugh. That's a better high. So the goal is to get as good as a comedian as I am a DJ.
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah.
But I love all of them. At the moment, DJing is paying the bills more. And, just like Nipsey Hussle said, rest in peace, Nipsey, chase your dream, but always make sure you have your bread right, because
Yeah.
you can't be stressing about your finances and trying to chase this dream. Your mind isn't going to be in the right place.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to dial in as an entertainer if you're struggling on this end. So
How did you get into this, bro? Like, you're talking about it, you're passionate about everything you're doing and just life in general. How did you get into this? Did you always want to be like, I want to be like a content creator, or I want to be an actor or anything like that?
yeah, I've always wanted to be an actor since I was a kid. My mom took me to acting school when I was like 12, but it was way too expensive.
It wasn't those models from the mall and shit. Hey, we want your son to be a model.
No, we went to Hollywood and we
Oh, okay.
looked for. There, I remember when I went to my interview, which they try to sell you on a dream. There was no fucking brown dirty kids in films back then.
Yeah.
And they were trying to take my mom's money.
They just wanted the money for
Just wanted
acting classes.
100%, 100%. But when I walked in, it was legit. Elizabeth Berkley, the Jessie from
Yes. Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell was there giving a lesson to some kids. I was like, oh shit, okay, this is real. This is real. So I went into the room. I remember I did an imitation of Steve Urkel. Shout out to Jaleel White. He just reposted one of my videos. That's really cool.
That's
a cool
dope.
moment. And but we couldn't afford it. We
Yeah.
couldn't afford it. And then at the time, my mom worked 2 jobs. My dad wasn't around. And yeah, since I was 12, I wanted to be an actor. Then I started DJing at 15. And then at 19, I went to like a little heartbreak, and I was broke. And being broke at 19 years old back in the early 2K, was a big deal. Like these 19-year-old kids are mentally 13, so it's okay for them. But for Ellis, it was like, bro, you get a job, you're broke, and you're 19. Whoa. You know?
Yeah.
And I started working at a strip club. I applied at like I got into beast mode. I applied like at 10 strip clubs in one day. It's crazy. I started in the morning to the night, and I lied about the strip club that I used to work at before as reference. But I used a strip club that had been shut down 2 months prior as reference, so they wouldn't be able to call that strip club.
Hey, you did your research, bro.
Yeah. And finally, one dude gave me a chance, and I'm still friends with him to this day. His name's David Meza. He believed in me, and he got me a couple of shifts. I sucked the first couple of weeks, 3 weeks. They wanted to fire me, and he went to bat for me, and I stepped it up, and I stood in there, and I did that for 18 years.
That must be work, right? Like having to write that. Coming to the stage.
Yeah, it was, dude. Thank you for noticing that, for pointing that out, because it was. I would sit there and study the night DJs and write everything that what they would say, and then I'd be nervous. The girls used to walk all over me. You know, I was a kid. I was 19.
Yeah.
Then after a year, I got the hang of it. My goal was to DJ in LA, downtown LA. That was my goal because I was in Orange County. And yeah, after that, I started networking, and I met some dude named Sean, DJ Sleprock. He used to DJ for Come My Baby, Come My Baby.
Be my butterfly.
What's that band called?
Fuck.
Well, them. He used to DJ for them, and I'm still friends with him to this day. He runs all the Spearmint Rhinos. He hit me up one day out of nowhere after me being a year into the game. Jay, what are you doing right now? I'm with my family in Southgate at a barbecue. Fool, go to LA. They want to check you out to DJ. I'm like, peace. I left the family barbecue. I was like, Mom, I'm gonna go to an interview.
Crazy Town.
Crazy Town.
I had to look it up because I was like,
gonna bug you?
Yeah, I was gonna fucking bug the shit out of me.
I thought that was the name of the strip club, dog.
Yeah. And then I went and I auditioned, and they loved me. And I was 19 going on 20 already. And I got the job. I was at the Playpen in LA. I don't know if you guys remember that. And I picked up a shift. It was some shifts Monday through Thursday night. Dude, I was like 20 years old making $1,800 a week. And back in those days, it's great money today. It's great money today. So I was a fucking millionaire, dog.
And you
I
were
didn't
on
save shit.
You were on Naked Female, so that must have been dope too, right? You're like, at 19 years
not
old.
everybody's a pervert like you, okay?
I'm saying at 19 years old. At 19 years old,
No,
right?
yeah,
You're like,
it was. Yeah, of course.
You're telling all the homies, hey, dog, I work at a strip.
Hey,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, of course. for
Star
sure.
wants me, food.
For sure.
What's the
But-
craziest stripper name you ever heard?
Temptation?
Temptation?
No, I don't know. There was some crazy ones. I don't know. Some names were like dumb. I don't
Like,
know.
what the fuck, right?
Speed. I don't know. Weird shit.
She was fucking super
Yeah,
fast on the pole and shit, dog.
She was all coked out. Just kidding.
No, the weirdest strippers were in North Carolina, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I remember the manager, the manager pulled me into the office. It was a tiny office. He was a Middle Eastern guy. He's like, okay, so you're very good. Well, here's the thing. You're very young. So 3 things. Don't fuck the girls. Run the dancers all night. And be here on time. That's all I give a fuck about. Okay? I'm like, yes, sir. He ended up loving me. He ended up inviting me to his house like 2 months later for barbecues and swim at his house with his family, eat at his table. And for him to break bread like that with a kid, that meant a lot. So looking back, I'm like, damn, I should have got a percentage of those dances. I made that full money. That was
So
cool,
you've
man.
always been able to network then, huh? You've always had like good relationships with people and
Yeah, I
never
mean,
built?
yeah, that's one. My mom taught me to just be straightforward with people. You know, my mom gave me huevos.
Are you the only kid?
The youngest
Youngest?
of
Okay.
4. Yeah, the oldest one is 50, and then it's 46. My sister's 43, and I'm 41.
So, comedy, bro, when we're talking about all the highs and everything you've experienced, bro, like, have you ever been scared of the lows? Because comedy, you said it is addicting. We've had comics come on here and they're like, yeah, bro, I'm scared of the dark side of it. Or I've experienced the dark side. I've found myself going down that rabbit hole and just being alone, or turning to substance abuse or things like that.
Well, comedy is a lonely sport. I refer to boxing a lot. Comedy is a lonely sport because you're up there by yourself. You got to duke it out, fight your way out of it. I stopped drinking alcohol 6 months ago for that. I've gone without alcohol for 4.5 years, from 2015 to 2019, June. And yeah, I was going down that rabbit hole. And I get it. I wouldn't judge. I'm not judging anybody that drinks because yeah, it's nerve wracking. And what takes the nerves out? Cool little,
Yeah.
a little couple of shots, some Don Julio.
Yeah.
Feel good up there. But what? I'm gonna do that shit till I'm 60? No, man, I can't. And I'm 41. I feel it different the next day. We feel it different the next
Yeah.
day.
100%.
It's not when we're like early in our mid 20s where we could just, oh shit, what hangover? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
No, now it's like, oh fuck, my whole day's fucked up. And we're creatives. So do we want to be creative when we're hungover and tired?
Fuck
No, we don't. We don't. I'm 41. I realistically have, 1,200 days to really make some shit crack. I'll be 45 in 1,200 days. You got to see it that way. Every day counts. And when we drink alcohol, we lose a day. Easy, 2 sometimes. That's too much. I can't afford that personally. I can't afford that. No. So I caught that, and I'm taking it day by day. I'm on day like 176 now with no alcohol.
That's dope.
Yeah, I smoke crack now though. So
You know,
I was about to congratulate you. Not even on this shit.
no, and I do want to say congrats
yeah.
because I quit drinking.
Oh, congrats! How long has it
I've
been?
well,
So 3
March,
months?
yeah,
Almost 2
almost 3 months.
Good shit, bro.
So I haven't drank. My birthday's coming up. I did mention I might have some drinks, but to be honest with you, I might not. I don't
Yeah.
need it. So I'm just gonna continue with this.
Coming from a person that didn't drink for 4.5 years, I went through birthdays and New Year's and all that with no alcohol.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Exactly.
You don't
So
have to.
congrats, honestly.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, that's a big step, bro. I mean, I've struggled with that issue a little bit. When
We
I was,
all have.
when I was going through my little depression that I mentioned earlier, when I wasn't being present. And yeah, you're right. It's easy, bro. I didn't do comedy, but that was my escape. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like hanging around those people that were influencing me that way, just drinking the night away. And it's like my
And here's-
problem's gone. And then next morning it's like, fuck.
Let me make this clear. I'm not that bitter sober guy. I think alcohol is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Alcohol's the shit, dude. Alcohol's dope. If alcohol didn't have any side effects, I'd be drunk right now, dog. The fuck? Alcohol's dope. But I personally can't handle it.
Yeah.
Alcohol is a progressive drug. What got me drunk last week isn't gonna get me drunk this week.
Yep.
Exactly.
2 shots, week. Give me 3, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you can handle it, the people that can handle alcohol, I envy the shit out of you. Oh, I can only have 2 drinks a night and be cool. I hate that. I wish I could do that. I can't do that, dude.
Yeah.
I can't. And I know that. And I hate saying I can't because at the end of the day, you control the alcohol. Don't let it control you. Nah,
Nah.
fool, it controls me, fool.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once you're done, that's it. Same thing with me.
Yeah.
Same thing with me. So I have to
Yeah, dude. But good for you, man. And get on it, yeah?
I'm over here like, I'm gonna put this shit to shame. No, fucking around,
Enjoy,
no.
bro. Enjoy.
yeah,
By
no.
the way, I got a full bar at my house, man. Enjoy. Alcohol's dope. Weed is awesome too, but I also had to stop that. I'm like 2-3 weeks off of weed myself now.
Okay.
No, but weed is awesome though. I'll do that. I'll go back to it like once a week here and there. And I'm a light smoker. I'm not a Snoop Dogg smoker. I'm like,
Yeah. And
Couple
same way
hits
here.
and
I'm
I'm
a
cool.
recreational.
oh,
Just
me
to
at
relax?
night, bro. Me at night to watch a little movie, and I'm good, bro. I've had an ounce for like 4 months. Goes to tell you, and I still have a lot left.
Yeah.
I'm not a smoker like that.
That's something that I'm considering too, though, because I have anxiety at night and shit, so I can't sleep. I've tried melatonin, teas, all that shit. None of that shit works.
Muscle relaxers?
I haven't tried that shit.
You don't want to get
But
addicted to
that's
them.
a little, yeah, that's a
but
little too.
Don't do edibles, fool. That shit will fuck you.
Nah, fuck the edibles. I had a bad
Edibles,
experience. Though.
I kind of got into them. I started off, I got a 10 milligram, and I only ate probably 3.5 of it. And then, okay, cool. I didn't feel nothing. The next day I did half, feel a little something. The next day I did like 75%. Then I did 10 milligrams. I liked it. I ended up liking it. But también you could get accustomed to it. You could get reliant on it.
Yeah.
Because you get some
Right.
bomb sleep with that.
Okay.
With edibles, you get bomb sleep.
Well, I've had 2 bad experiences, dog. One was in I want to do some work up in San Jose, and me and the homie went to San Francisco to go party. My client gave me a fucking brownie and shit, but he didn't tell us that it was fucking a weed brownie.
Oh, what a dick.
You could taste it,
Fuck
fool.
that guy.
Yeah, fool, but after you're eating it and shit, you're like, already fuck, you know?
No, you
So-
could spit that shit out.
Nah, it didn't have
You
like the...
oh shit, it tastes like
it didn't-
weed. I'm
nah,
gonna eat
fool.
it.
It's in my mouth. It's
It didn't,
stench,
it didn't have the fucking leaves and the stems in there, dick. It's not like...
Right.
So we're eating that shit. Next thing you know, I'm on the fucking Golden Gate Bridge just staring up, dog. I'm fucking driving, fool.
That's pretty cool, though. Your Golden Gate Bridge. Not everybody can say that they're
I'm just
peaking.
like spaced out, fool.
That's crazy.
And then the next one was, I don't know if you remember Alhambra. What was it called? Azul?
I remember Azul.
the
Yeah, I
club?
DJed there a couple of times.
I ate a brownie again and shit. Next thing you know,
With who? I wasn't there.
with some other, you weren't there, but some other homie and shit.
He gets all sad.
Yeah, yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
You
What?
was there? You're supposed to do weird shit with me.
I'm supposed to take care of you. Fool, I was wandering through Azul, like I was like, I don't know, it felt like they had like 20 rooms up in that beach.
Nah,
That's
fuck
crazy.
that.
It's like 200 square feet.
Yeah, it's just fucking small
It's all
as fuck.
small.
Yeah, but I was like, yeah, it was not for me, dog.
Yeah,
That shit
I don't
just
like
tripped
it
me
at
out
Not
too
for
much.
everybody, no.
But-
I'm open to trying mushrooms.
I'm not. So you could just go ahead and do that.
No,
For real.
Actually, we missed our window, Mike. Okay.
I don't want to do them like consistently. I just want to try.
Listen,
once
Mike, microdosing is still dosing, okay?
Yeah, that shit is too much for me too, dog. I don't know. That's just
Yeah.
fucking trip.
Yeah, I'm good. I think I missed my window. Maybe in my mid-20s. Kind of scared to do that, though.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of scared too, but you know,
Yeah.
scientifically, it's backed. You know,
Yeah.
so,
It's way more popular than ever. So
yeah.
I heard it's cool.
I know. What do you think about all the latest trends, bro? With like that are going on right now? Like you see all these TikTok things. You're in social media. You're 41, bro. What do you think of all these like 20-year-olds and 21-year-olds starting this?
So I don't do trends, but every now and then I will. I just did a trend. It's that one audio that says, "Twin, where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do." It's a song. It's an R&B song, a female song, and it's usually like I don't know. It's like when you miss somebody, like your best friend. Where have you been? It's like so I did a trend. That was a trend. I'm not crazy about trends because they're not original,
Yeah.
but I did put my own spin on it. So it was me and my mom going back and forth. Twin, I asked. She looked at me, and I looked at her. She's like, "Where have you been?" She was at the door. I was at my car, and then I started dancing. Nobody
Oh.
doing some choreography.
That's the favorite son one.
Yeah, favorite son. And then the middle child walks in, and then my mom hits her with a chancla, and then we still start dancing towards each other. It did 2.6 million in 2 days on TikTok.
Damn.
And I'm not crazy on trends, but I knew I could add my own spin on it,
Yeah.
and I liked it. It was in 100% forest. I enjoyed it, and it did great. Why? Because it's also in the algorithm.
Mm.
The algorithm favors popular TikTok audios, and it did well. And like I said, I'm not crazy about trends, but every once in a while I'll do it if it fits. But for the most part, I do more original stuff for sure.
There's a lot of stupid shit that. Remember what was the one about the teachers where the students were fucking. Remember you were showing. You're the one that showed me the fucking teacher or the kids were tagging up the cars or I forgot what the fuck it
I showed
was.
you that shit.
You showed me a trend that you're like,
Remember
look.
that- This is how bad we are at trends, bro. I think it was back in 2012, 2013. This is before I moved to Redlands. I was still living in West Covina. This fool decides to tell me, let's start a trend, fool. What was going on at that
Oh,
time?
it was the water.
The water the ice bucket
Oh,
challenge.
that's
Yeah.
pretty good, huh?
This was the start of borracho challenge. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? He's
Yeah.
like, I got a challenge. I chug a 40. And then
I
as
challenge.
soon as I'm done, I challenge certain people and they got to chug a 40. And then they got to chug and challenge somebody else. And then it's just going to spread, bro.
I didn't say
And-
all that,
Fool,
dog.
you said we're going to set a fucking trend, fool. And I was like,
I like how
All
passionate
right.
he was about it.
I know, right? I wish I would have been
bro,
that
that shit
passionate.
ain't get no,
dog.
Yeah.
that shit get no like 5 people. Fucking, I challenged like 3, only
Well,
one took it. He challenged me. I did it like a dumbass. And it didn't go nowhere. It was the borracho challenge
Hey,
still
you
in.
tried.
Yeah,
You
you
tried.
fucking
There's
died.
nothing here.
Yeah.
He tried.
If it
Huh?
pops up in a couple of TikToks in a couple of years,
If
dog,
that shit
hey,
goes
hey,
viral
hey,
now,
hey.
fool, we invented it.
Yeah.
We invented that shit.
Yeah, but there's just a lot of shit that I don't agree with. But yeah, you're right. There's a lot of things like that are popping off, but that are kind of like really like they're kind of cringy. and
Cringing,
shit.
of course.
Yeah.
Of course, you
But-
can say it. Yeah.
But for some reason, it's popular, and I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't know if it's the
Stupid
youth or-
sells.
True.
Stupid
Yeah.
sells.
So I mean, I'm not with. Maybe that's why I haven't blown up as big as a lot of these TikTokers because I don't ride trends like that. But once again, if it fits my brand and I could do it, yeah, I'll do it
Mm.
once in a big while.
That's interesting that you said your brand. If it fits your brand,
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Like I've never heard that. Like, what is that? What is your brand? I guess. Well, how would you explain it?
Me, my brand is me and my mom. My brand is me DJing. My brand is me as a blonde girl. You know, my brand.
catfish,
You
yeah.
know, whatever. You know, me as dressed up as Ricardo Simmons in a pink and teal spandex. You
Running
know,
through the forest and
showing
shit?
buns, showing the man bulge. You know, yeah.
How long
know.
did it take you to get comfortable with that, bro?
I mean, shit, dude. It's once again, it goes back to like not giving a fuck. You know, I give a fuck when it doesn't hit. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of give a fuck, like, ah, fuck, it didn't hit. You know, because not everything's a grand slam.
Yeah.
But me actually doing the actual act of like wearing a wig or a costume, yeah, I really don't care. Now the people that do care are the homophobes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real thing, you know. There's a lot of Latinos, especially, that are homophobic. Maybe they're not comfortable with their own sexuality, and it's usually the the macho guys that are tatted up. Those guys are usually the gay ones, not the guys that look like this. So then you guys know, letting you guys know, all right? They usually have a secret lover, and they have a family at home.
He's not lying, dog. Look
I'm
at
not.
I don't know. I don't know anybody.
no,
That's,
look,
Oh.
look at Ricky Martin, fool. He could have had every woman wanted Ricky Martin, and what is he doing over here?
Yeah.
now, you mentioned that obviously you don't give a fuck. You seem like you're a ladies' man, right?
Um,
Has that ever like? I guess. Well, you kind of said that you don't give a fuck. Has that ever like
I mean,
affected you
I-
with women, like
I-
how
I-
women
I
see you,
don't
or
give a fuck in that sense of like me being an
no?
entertainer.
No, I know. And that's not what I meant. I meant like as in, has that ever messed up your actual private relationship life in your whole
You know
in
what?
your lifetime?
You know what, brother? I would like to say so. I would. Um, when I actually like somebody and they get to know me, they know that I'm nothing like that. And I'm actually being more weary on and more aware of what I say to not come off douchey, because that's not me. And it's easy to sound douchey on
Mhm.
some of the shit that I say on stage or even doing my skits. Um, but I now more than ever, I'm 41 and I love love, man. I love love. When I like a woman, I'm just with her.
You're
You know,
invested.
in my early 20s, yeah, I was a little shitball, of course, but who wasn't? You know, yeah, I would fucking cheat. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was a fucking kid. You know, I'm happy to say that I grew up with my age, and but I'd like to say that yeah, probably it's a little. You would have to be, I guess, secure to date somebody in the entertainment industry, not just me, just anybody that's in entertainment industry, and they see me with models, me bringing models home to my mom, and I've heard it from women. I've heard it. Why are you talking to me? I thought you were into like girls with fake butts and like the model girls. I'm like, I like women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw like that one guy, that black dude that turned gay to straight. I like women's, all women's. No, but yeah, it could be a little tough. And actually, no, I'm big on prayer now more than ever, and that's in there, bro. That's in there. I'd like to find somebody, you know. I'd like to have one more kid. Um, but yeah, I'd like to say that it probably does. And now more than ever, though, I'm trying to be aware of what I say or how I come off.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is that a switch, bro? Is that like a switch you turn off? I'm off stage now. I'm done with the skit. I'm not DJing anymore. Do you just turn it off and you're just like a completely you
Um,
turn to Julian? You know, you went from Valentino, JValentino to Julian, or
I think when I'm behind the scenes and I'm like adjusting cameras or writing, I'm Julian, I'm writing, I'm, you know. But and then of course, when the lights come on, yeah, I'm Jay Valentino. But I mean, I'm pretty much neutral all the time. This is pretty much me all the time. You saw I was
Yeah.
lit when I got here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like,
Yeah.
fool, the camera's not on yet. You can chill out, bro. No more caffeine for you, dog. So I'm pretty much like that all the time. It's me, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I think that's comedy, and I think that's entertainment. Just being you, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's really cool.
you know, talking
You
about
know?
love and relationships, bro. What about friendships? Have you lost friends because of all this?
Yeah, there's been a lot of misunderstandings, and yeah, it's usually on their end because I'm still Julian. I'm still me. You know, yes, it's a different situation now. Yes, I've been blessed to be able to accumulate this dope ass network of supporters. Doesn't mean that I'm fucking, oh, Mr. Hollywood. No, I'll talk to you, bro. Just don't be weird with me. Don't think that I'm like this person that you put me out to be because I have a platform now or whatever. No, man, I'm still Julian. Just talk to me normal. There's been people that are like, Dick Fool, well, you're fucking all big. I'm like, bro, well, look at how you're talking to me, dog. Don't treat me like that.
Yeah.
Slap my hand, hug me, bro. I'm still Julian. It's happened a couple of times, you know? But the real ones are still there, you know? Shout out to my bros, like a lot of my OC bros, a couple of my LA bros, like they're still my, you know, they're
Yeah.
still my people. And then it's also like the people that I have around me, they keep me grounded too. I mean, I never fly too high, but you know, they keep me grounded, you know, for sure.
Yeah.
You know? Like my boy Alex Streams, I go back to him. He's my mentor. There was a time where I was drinking a little too much. Hey, bro, you're drinking too much now, bro. Calm down. You're drinking too much. Getting sloppy. Thank you. I will. And I just stopped. Yeah.
then that's a hard part, bro. Like you're just saying, just even with little success, you don't even have to be like, like a brand or
Right.
like you're saying you're, content creating and followed by hundreds of people. It's even your small circles. I think you accomplish something small, You fucking, let's just say you graduate college. The guy that didn't go to college is gonna be like, oh shit, now you think you're all fucking smart. You're
You
fucking
see, I never thought about that because I'm on the entertainment side, but you're absolutely right.
everywhere in life, bro. In
Absolutely right.
everything you do in life, someone is gonna feel and it sucks, bro, because you want to be like, hey, bro, it's okay, bro. I'm like you said, I'm the same person.
Yeah.
But it's just that feeling. I don't know if it's because we all experience it. We all experience that little, ooh, I wish I would have done that too. Like, or I wish I would have blown up like he
and that's
did.
real, Cisco.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real.
So
Everybody
it's
experiences jealousy and envy.
but it's just how you express it, bro. It's like, damn, bro,
100%.
I'm happy
You gotta
for
nip
you.
it in the butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's honestly that's something that comes internally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, I was like, I say little kid because I support everybody that I work with now, 100%. But when I was, and I say jealousy and envy, but I'm talking about when I was like 16 through like 22, 21. I'd be like, damn, that fool has a fucking Escalade on spinners. Fuck, that's cool. You know, like a little
Yeah.
hater. But now, and then I grew up and I'm like, oh, you just gotta fucking work your ass off. If you want shit
Yeah.
like that, you could do that too. It's everything's accomplishable. Everything's at hand's reach. Mind you that now more than ever, as far as that goes, material things are not the goal for me. Like I'm not there at all. But yeah, bro. And it's usually the person, bro. And they got something internally that they gotta fix for sure.
Yeah. I mean, even as adults, it happens sometimes to us. Remember?
Yeah.
Happened to you recently with that one guy that was trying to flaunt on you and all this and that, and it was, forgot what it was, a photo shoot or something. You told me. He
¿Qué
was
pasó,
flaunting?
Mike?
Oh yeah, I was doing I did my homegirl a favor.
Mhm.
Her sister's daughter was having a quinceañera, and I do photography.
Cool.
So I hadn't done clients in a long time, but I told her, hey, yeah, I'll shoot your, I'll do your, I won't do the quinceañera, but I'll do the quinceañera, like the pictures that you do prior to the quinceañera.
Mhm.
And so we went to downtown Pasadena. She called her cousin who I guess had a fucking badass Corvette and brand new. This fool, like, he looked like he was maybe late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
Those poppy fools, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got out the car. It's like, oh, don't, I just cleaned it.
Oh,
and
but he
like,
acted some type of way.
yeah, he was acting some type of way. He was just the way he was flaunting shit.
Mm.
Like, oh, I am about money. And I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck because I make money too. I didn't tell him this, but in my mind, I'm just like, you know, you ain't on my level, dog. Like my experience, like at the end of the day, everything I lived through is like you said, is my life. This fool don't know what the fuck I've been through, and he's trying to flaunt his money. You know?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like,
So everything, I think 80% of life is how you react to it. So
Yeah.
I've had that around me, and I think the strip club helped me out with that, like making people stroking their egos, like because I know who the fuck I am at the end of the day. Too.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether they're at a higher level financially, I know who I am as a person. So, and what's it gonna take a while to get there? But yeah, yeah, fool, like I got 2 businesses and this and that. One of them just grossed 120K last week, and this one, that's fucking dope, dog. Damn, that's sick, bro. Damn, I gotta, dig, bro. Coach me, dog.
For real.
Yeah.
Coach me, dog. That's sick, bro. Hell yeah. All right, man, boy. If you need anything, let me know. I'll be right back. Like,
Yeah.
you know who did that to me? Nah, I won't say it. Okay, I'll say it. I've never said this on the podcast. I met Floyd. I know Floyd Mayweather. Yeah. So a girl would always make him her MCM, Man Crush Monday, back in the day.
Mhm.
I went up. Floyd went to the strip club. He was talking to that girl who always made him her Man Crush Monday. I got my phone and I pulled up her account and I showed Floyd that she always made him her Man Crush Monday all the time. So I went, hey, Floyd, check it out. She always makes you her Man Crush Monday. And she's like, what the fuck, Jay? Are you fucking kidding? What? You tag her. Why you get mad? What the fuck? And then Floyd got my phone. He's like, let me see. Oh, okay. And it was him laying on a bed with all kinds of money on him. Like he was like in draws and he had all kinds of money. Like, oh, I was in Paris right here. And he told me, did you know that they didn't let me into the club because I had 250K cash on me? And then like me, like, why was he telling me that? I was like,
Yeah.
as long as you, bro, I'm a peasant to you.
Like I already know who the fuck. You
Yeah,
are.
but with me, but I'm still, I'm cool. I'm chill. I don't let stuff like that. I don't feel.
Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy, Floyd. You know why, champ? They're just hating on you. They're gonna hate on you, champ. It's gonna happen. It comes with the territory, bro. By the way, if you need anything, I go by the name of JValentino. I'll be walking around with singles. If you need some ones, let me know. All right, for sure, man.
I don't have 250K worth, but
No, I always walk around with like 5, 6, 7 in
Yeah.
ones, and I always cash them around. I walk around with the cordless mic and ones, and I was the host. Yeah,
That's
but yeah,
crazy.
cut it short. Just stroke their ego. That's what they want. Give them what they want, and just keep it moving.
you're right.
Yeah.
I just wanted to punch that dude, but
Of
whatever.
course, I know. Did you want to punch him in the throat? Fuck yeah, I'm sure you did.
Like, hey, did that fucking make you money?
Yeah.
That's hard, bro. Because I don't get it either. You know what I mean? Like to me, that's like, bro, like really, like
Yeah, because we know. Sorry to cut you off. Because we know real millionaires that don't do any of that. We know real ballers that don't do.
Yeah.
I know real ballers that don't do any of that. No Rolex, no nothing.
Yeah.
That don't do any of that.
Yeah.
And so it's just different strokes for different folks.
and like you said, bro. To me, it's more motivational. It's like, damn, dog, like you're doing 250K, you carrying around like that. Shit, what do you do? Obviously, Floyd boxes, but I can't do that shit.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but some,
Kiko's gonna join the fucking boxing
Yeah.
gym at
but some
40.
other fool, like the other fool rolls up and he's trying to find, like, hey, dog, what do you do? You know, like, oh, hey,
I guess I just didn't give a fuck to the point where I was just like, dude,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to do a photo shoot, dog.
No, man. El que se enoja pierde,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
at the end of the day,
Yeah.
dog, you're the one that went home all pissed and that fool's all fucking driving.
was
down
angry.
the road
Nah.
and shit.
I didn't
He
go,
was like, you're like, that's
But but that goes back to the same thing, bro. It goes back to a mentality of not giving a fuck and kind of dropping our egos and shit.
yeah, you're right.
Just being like, you know what? Like, happy for him, dog.
Yeah.
Happy for you, bro. Like,
be happy for everybody, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Be
no,
happy for
you're right. The
everybody.
ego is like that's something that I'm more conscious of now.
Yeah.
My ego. So
and we all have our moments. Fool, don't get me wrong. I'm not like this perfect person where I'm not
Yeah.
like,
no,
fuck.
but
Like, no, like I get there too. Like, fuck. Like, I
yeah.
get jealous sometimes, dog. I see the like other shit going on, and I'm like, fuck. I see other businesses, and it's like mine and shit, and it's like, fuck, dog. Like, I
Ha-
know
yeah.
I do better work, but I'm all like, there's something that I'm not doing that they're doing.
It's like other podcasts, huh?
Play the
Like,
game.
We know we got better podcasts.
Play the game, man. Play the
Yeah,
game.
yeah, and it's
or
like-
just take notes, talk to them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's enough for everybody.
There you go.
There really is, you know. In the comedy game as Latinos, like back then, it was way more. You know, there could only be one George Lopez. There could only be one Fluffy. No, now there's room for everybody, man. Now we could all. Now, if you don't build your own platform, it's because you're lazy.
Yeah.
Because we all could do our own
Yeah.
thing now.
Have you experienced that, bro? From the from stand-up comedy and all that? Have you experienced like that isolation from like the older cats or like the
Yeah,
younger
there's
cats?
there's also cliques. You know, there's people that vibe together and they've been writing for a long time, and you know, I don't know, we don't care to let you in, it's fine. Everything inspires me. Everything out me out, cool. That's perfect. I'm more inspired. Out me out. You know, I'm more inspired, and I wish them well.
That's dope, bro. That's dope that you feel that way. And just to go back to like, there's enough for everybody, especially in stand-up comedy. Jerry, bro, he writes. You know, he said, laughs are infinite, bro.
Yep.
There's never gonna be an end to laughing. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So anybody can get laughs and shit. You don't have to fight for them.
Yeah, there you go. That's
So,
dope.
Yeah, he told us that shit, and I was like, damn, bro, like you're right. Like
Yeah.
that's something that's infinite that nobody can ever take away.
Yeah. I
But
appreciate my bro Jerry, man. He helped me write some dope shit when I was first starting again.
that's dope, bro. So acting now too, bro. So you guys, did you do or chata with oat milk too?
Yeah, I did.
When is that coming out, bro? Because that shit's been fucking coming out for
Fuck,
years.
we all look like way younger in that movie, dog. We all look way younger. I don't know, man. I don't know. It was supposed to come out last year. We shot like 3 years ago. Duno was like barely turning 20, 21 at that time. You know, Duno was a fucking infant when we were on that. And we all fucking put our blood, sweat, and tears into that movie, dude.
Yeah.
Me, Duno, and like 3 other girls were in a car because it was all cold, all chilling in between takes. And that's how I got to know, like, you know, Duno and my girl Liz. She does all the wardrobes for a lot of videos. And, you know, I got really tight with a lot of the cast members. That was a really tight family that we had right there.
Is that the next step? Because, you know, a lot of the comedians we've had on, they say that the outcome or the long-term goal is to be comedy like an actor. Be an
Right.
actor in comedy or have their own series. Is that the
Right.
same thing with you?
Of course. Now, stand-up comedy, I want to say, you know, I could probably rock out till I'm like 50, like 55, 60. But acting, I could be 90 years old and act,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Look at Joe Pesci. He's 80. And Robert
Robert
De
De Niro,
Niro,
Al
he's
Pacino,
80.
those guys, yeah.
He just had a baby, too.
yeah,
know?
bro,
He'll
he
be
really
90
did
Yeah,
that.
he'll be 97 when they graduate.
Fuck
Uh,
that.
Hey, Viagra's are real, dog.
And so, you know, acting is forever. I don't know. I don't even want to put a cap on comedy because I've seen 65-year-olds rocking out, you know?
True.
So, you know, I know stand-up comedy and acting has a longer lifespan than DJing. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah, true. You ready to move on to the no manches?
Before I do that, there's one question I think we.
All right.
I thought you were gonna ask it, but
Okay,
apparently you
I'll
didn't.
go for it.
And I think I figured it out, so I'm gonna ask it anyways. But I think I figured out
So
where
this,
it came
the whole
from.
time throughout this whole podcast, you were trying to work on that. You're
No,
trying to
it
figure
just came.
out.
It just came to fruition on its
Okay.
own.
All right.
So you made a comment on one of his videos that kind of went viral. I think everybody likes it.
Oh,
or
the
comments it.
ATM.
The ATM
Okay,
comment.
yeah.
And everybody, I think
That
everybody
shit has
asked
like
you,
10,000
ATM,
likes. The
ATM,
comment
ATM.
alone. and
That's
shit.
crazy. I like that when comments go viral.
Yeah. So I think I figured out where the ATM came from.
Uh-huh.
He told us, I think.
He did it. He
Yeah.
told you on the.
Yeah.
Okay. So it came from the strip clubs, right?
No,
that would have been a dope ass story.
Well,
though.
that would have been a great story, but it's not.
That's what I assumed. I mean, you worked at a strip club.
So
with
that's
cash out.
So that's not a bad guess. That's not a
Okay.
bad guess. Okay, Mike, we'll let you slide on this one. All right. No, me and my buddy Johnny, we owned 3 ATMs at one point. And we did that for a year. Mind you, in order to capitalize on ATMs in the business, you need at least 15, 20,
Yeah.
operating at the same time. 3, you're not going to make much, especially with a partner. No.
Yeah.
And my boy was super cool, man. He would refill the machines all the time because they were all in the IE. The IE where nobody wants to live.
yeah.
I'm kidding, bro.
Red-
I'm
Red-
kidding.
Redlands?
My son lives in the IE. Shout out to the IE. I love the IE. I'm kidding. So they were in the IE. I never had time to refill them. And he was like, nah, bro, I got it. And then after he started getting busy with another business, and he's like, bro, it's getting a little heavy. Let's sell them. I was like, plus we're not making a killing like that either.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool. So we sold them. I couldn't sell that one because it didn't have a chip reader. Yes. So that's why I kept it. It became a prop, and now it's fucking loaded up my comment section by a lot.
For real.
Does it still function though? do you
No,
put-
it's not functional.
No?
It's just a prop. Yeah, now it's just a prop.
I thought maybe him and his mom mess around with each other and put money in there, and then
Yeah.
his allowance for the weekend. You know.
Right. By the way, I live alone. For the record, I live alone.
All the
Everybody
ladies out
thinks
there.
me and
I
my
was
mom
gonna
live-
ask that. I was like, wait, do you live with your mom?
No,
Okay.
she lives with me. I'm just playing. I live alone.
Ready to move on to no
Move
manches
on
now?
to
Let's do it.
Hey, bro, so we have a segment called No Manches. It's pretty like a no mames situation, right?
All right.
That just comes up. Like I've used men's public restrooms. How the fuck are they so dirty, or how the fuck do we miss so much? But you gave me a good idea today, bro. When we were talking about what the fuck were we talking about? And I just slipped my mind.
Oh, you're the one that said it.
I know. I just slipped my mind. You go
Right
first.
now,
Yeah.
or-
You said it today earlier in the podcast, and I was gonna say, I was
Oh.
like, I'm gonna hold on to that one.
Okay, no, I guess I'm gonna stick with ATMs.
All right.
So my no manches ATMs. You know, obviously ATM is the theme of your prop and the theme of this fool's comment, and I wanted to ask that question, but either way, ATMs, fucking fees, not only fees but limits. So there's been times like I have a side business, right?
Mm.
And there's been times when I had to pull out money for transactions, right?
At the strip club.
That's a strict load.
Got it. All right.
I mean, the lap dances are like what, like 150 now?
We wouldn't know. We're not
shut
perverts.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just kidding. So there's times when I purchase things. I sell collectibles. So shout out to Filthy Slabs. I had to throw my shit out there, nah. Anyways, there's times when I need like fucking more than $500,
Mm-hmm.
and fucking ATMs limit you, dog. Like, what's up with that shit?
Well,
Like,
there's a thing called Zelle now.
That's
some
what I
people
tell
don't
them.
Zelle.
Oh, you're right.
Some people don't like that because they get taxed.
You have to tax after a certain amount.
So how do I feel about caps on ATMs?
No, it's more like that's my no manches.
Hey,
It's
he's
more
just
like,
complaining about
Oh,
it.
you're complaining.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh,
complaints.
no, okay. You got to conclude it with no manches.
Yeah, no manches.
I remember mine, fool. You know how you were talking about
I was like, fuck my no manches. no.
yeah, people pulling out their phones for events and shit.
Yeah.
Like no manches to the people that fucking record the whole concert, and then they put it on their fucking Instagram or their Facebook, and it's
Uh-huh.
like you're fucking literally watching the concert through their fucking phone, and they record the whole.
But why is that
fucking
no
thing.
manches? You get a free concert.
Fool, because I don't want to see that shit, Dick. I don't want to see your fucking feed blow
I'm not
up.
mad when they do fights. Sometimes when guys
Street
stream,
fights?
no, stream
Oh.
like Canelo fights.
Oh,
Oh,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
free.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. That's
But
pretty
that's
dope.
pretty hard. Like you're fucking on the phone and you start.
No, they'll be the homie.
chit-chatter in the
The
balcony.
homie will leave it like planet.
He has a stand and shit.
stand right
Professionally.
there. I'm like, thanks, dog. We appreciate it. I'm on the comments like, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Don't move.
Yeah.
but like, have you seen that shit? Like, I've seen people and it's just blocking your view, or it's just like
that is a
that's
no
fucking
manches.
annoying.
Like,
It's like,
if I'm behind you, I'm already short as it is.
Right,
So if you're fucking, or people that stand up at concerts,
right,
I'm like, no mames, way.
right.
I mean, las pies, way. I don't want to stand up. I gotta get on the chair to fucking see beyond you. I hate that shit. So yeah, people that fucking record
The
Or
whole
stand
fucking
up,
show. To me, that's just
and
like
you
a no
can't see
manches.
shit. Yeah.
Right.
Anyways, what's yours, bro?
A no manches moment for me would be women that catfish. We understand you wear makeup, you wear hair extensions, eyelashes, you have the lip injections. That's fine. Do all that. Use a filter, use a soft filter. But no manches. Don't rearrange your nose when it's a little wide and it goes this thin. Then I FaceTime you and it's like, then you look like Fiona. No manches.
Yeah, bro. Have you seen those one? I forgot one time they showed me the one. It was like a 70-year-old lady.
Oh my God, I posted it on my stuff.
Oh, did you? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And she just starts transforming. Fool, she holds the transformation.
And you thought she was,
Fool,
she
next
hot?
thing you know, she's like in her late 20s.
She even, there was one that had her
Yeah, she puts on her teeth.
teeth.
Yeah,
Oh,
she like,
fuck.
fool,
Oh
it's
my
like, what
gosh.
the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
that's just wild, fool. The catfishing is
Nah,
no lie, fool.
it's crazy because I have some home. I'm not gonna call them out. I have some homegirls. I don't even know where the fuck their face starts.
What do you?
That's how
what do you mean?
fucking much filter they use.
Yeah.
There's no definition. You just see little holes, little nostrils, and then the mouth because you
Oh,
can't see
yeah,
the cheeks.
yeah.
Sad girl and shit? Or?
No, this is
I
worse,
actually,
They put a filter on filter on filter. on
yeah,
filter.
it looks like I took a screenshot of that the other day.
So how the fuck do they get that many filters on though?
It's not. It's
they-
one
they-
filter, but
and
it's
they
like
screenshot
super
it.
fucking like soft.
It looks like those
Dude.
It
the
looks
sad-
like their baby skin.
Oh my God, look.
Yeah, like that.
What the
Like
that.
Can we get a
That-
tight on that?
Yeah.
Can we
that
get a
was
tight?
we got it tight.
Oh my God.
How
They,
do-
Get a tight on
they do that, and I'm not gonna call them out. I got some homegirls that do that, and I'm just like, no, mames.
Is
I
that
don't
like,
even know who the fuck you are.
is that like a the Japanese thing back in the days and shit, like with the samurai?
no,
shit?
it's just the
It's-
filter the women use.
Here's the thing, like,
Men
okay,
use it too.
so I just did a catfish video recently. Did pretty good.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
And here's the thing, like, yeah, I am in the, I do date here and there. I don't have that much time, but when I do, I'll hang out here and there. I'll make sure to FaceTime a woman before I hang out with them. But here's the other reason, for the energy, to see if our energies
Mm.
even match.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I've been around beautiful women, and thanks for going out with me. But their energy was shit. They treated the waiter rudely. Their energy was ugly, dark aura. I'm good on that. At the end of the day, like, that's rubbing off on me. I'm not trying to be with all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I FaceTime.
Yeah,
FaceTime.
there you go. So there's your first dating advice for your thing.
FaceTime her before you see her, dog. Not only are you gonna see if she looks good without filters, but you're gonna get a taste of her energía, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's nothing like natural, bro. Like you have to fucking.
Yeah,
that's
but
like,
okay, we live in an era where natural
Yeah,
does
well,
not.
but here's the here's the thing. Some girls don't grow eyebrows,
Sure.
naturally. That sucks, so they do
Yeah.
paint them on. That's fine.
Yeah.
But no, para chingada. And there's some that just, and on top of all that, the 10 filters.
I have daughters, right? So I make fun of their teenagers. So that's why I say that's why mascara is called mascara because it's mascara.
That's gonna.
You're putting the fucking mascara. You know what I'm saying?
that's true. Actually, that's a good point. I never even thought about that shit.
Yeah.
Mascara, way.
Yeah, I know, but I never thought about it. I never just clicked. Well, anyways, anyways, bro, we like to end our show with a segment called Words of Wisdom.
Yeah.
This is just you, bro, where you tell the viewers, your fans, people that that follow you, something you live by, something that just words of wisdom.
If you're nervous, do it nervous. If it doesn't scare you, then you're not facing your fears and you're not doing something that's big enough. Do stuff that scares you, man, and keep doing it, and something will hit. Yeah. If it scares you, do it. Do it scared. Do it nervous. And do it now, because life's not promised.
Dope.
Unless it's sex, no se te para.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
yeah,
so
yeah,
cute,
yeah.
dog. Hey, fool, this is legitimately taking this perfect shit for real. Everything's raunchy for you.
It's a raunchy show. No, I'm just kidding. There's
But-
a joke, folks.
No, I know, I'm fucking with you there. But hey, bro, we want to thank you, bro.
No,
And
thank you, man.
Honestly, man, meeting you, sitting down with you, talking to you today, like, bro, you give me a completely different insight into who you really are.
Yeah,
Just
thanks,
some of the things you said, man, motivated me and shit.
man. Hell yeah.
Your
That's what it's all about.
mindset, bro. Your mindset, like I said, I give you props for a lot of things for what
Thank
you're
you,
doing
bro.
in content creation, DJing, and everything in the entertainment business, and as a person.
Órale, gracias, pa.
Well,
Same.
yeah,
man. Appreciate
and
it.
thank you for coming, bro. I know, it's a Monday night, and like I said too, the shit that you do is fucking funny. And now seeing you here in person, you are who you are. You're not fucking wrong with us when you say this is who I am,
Right.
whether it's on camera, off camera. You came in with that energy, and we appreciate that, bro. So
Of course.
good luck in your future endeavors.
Same.
Hopefully we get to meet more often now, run into places that, you know.
Yeah, you guys
in
got to come out to a
entertainment.
show, man.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Sit in the front
I,
row. I'll roast you
I
guys.
wanted to go to the Covina one, bro, but it was sold out because I had just came back from the Middle East. Oh, Middle East, oilo.
No, ahora sí creo. Está milagro este güey.
From the Midwest, dog.
Wow.
Hey, I didn't know that
Nah, he's
shit.
Middle Eastern, fool. It's okay, dog. It's okay. If you're a product of your environment, you're Middle Eastern and you grew up around
I've been
Rasta.
faking the funk, dog.
Yeah,
I'm really
it's
Middle
okay,
Eastern. and
dog.
shit.
It's okay, dog. It's okay.
I came back from the Midwest.
Fuck, where's your
Middle East.
turban? Oh, it's right there, dog.
I came back from the Midwest.
It's
dog,
cool,
and
dog. Shout out to all my
fucking
Middle
sold out.
Eastern homies, by the way, man.
Yeah. So I missed that one, bro. It was already sold out. I was like, fuck. But I live around the corner. Next time you're there, bro, I'm 100%.
Next one, Habibi. I got you.
For sure. But hey, bro, thanks. Hey,
Thank
where
you,
can
bro.
everybody find you, bro?
All
And
social media platforms are at JValentino, at JValentino_ on TikTok. And yeah, JValentino TV on YouTube. And yeah, pretty much everything.
what else you got coming up, bro?
I got this March 14th, I am in Sacramento at a comedy club. I forgot what it's called, but the link is in my bio. It's with my homegirl Luz Pasos. I'm at the Blue Martini Club in Phoenix, Arizona, doing a comedy show before that. And then next month, I'm in the Bay Area in Modesto. The link is in my bio as well. And yeah, bro, I have my own show on the 20th at the Stand Up in Bellflower. Yeah, man, a lot of cool stuff.
If you ever want to play in the Middle East, you know who to hit up.
Hell yeah,
Hey, bro, I got
fucking.
you.
I love my Habibis, man. I
Fuck,
love
dog.
it.
I don't know what the fuck happened. Man, bro, thanks again,
All right,
bro.
man.
Thank you, bro.
Everybody
Appreciate
peace
you.
Thank you, man. Yella.
Peace out, guys.